What's up, guys? So today we got Team of the Week, Carson Wentz, 83 overall, West Coast style, 6'5", 81 speed, 80 awareness, 85 throw mid, 86 throw on the run, 82 play action, 86 throw short, 88 throw power, and 81 deep throw. Now he does have a very nice 73 carry, and I'm going to talk a lot about that later on. And as far as trucking, stiff arm, juke, spin, all that, as you would expect, it's just not there. So don't even try to do that with them, man. Just take what you can get, assuming that you scramble and slide. Now the first thing I want to talk about is the short throw. You know, with Kirk Cousins and Tyrod Taylor, I was starting to think that maybe these quarterbacks were not going to suffer with the short throw as much as I predicted. However, after playing with Carson Wentz, I take that back. He did miss a lot of passes, well, not a lot, but more than you would want with the short throws, but not terrible, but not great either. Now when it came to the mid pass, he was much better at this than he was the short pass. Not perfect, of course, but much better. Whether it was a bullet pass or, as you see right here, a very nice little touch pass, he put it where it needed to be most of the time. And I said so many times that the mid throw is the most important throwing step for any quarterback. So if you have an offense that revolves around the mid throw, believe me, he is a solid option there. As you see right here, breaks a nice tackle and still throws a nice little mid pass. Now when it comes to the deep ball, solid, but there were some times where he would completely underthrow the pass, even though the receiver had the corner beat, and I thought, oh, here we go, free touchdown, but then he would underthrow it, and instead of a easy 6, it would be like a fight for the ball. So thankfully he never threw the ball out of bounds. At least he always gave my receiver a shot. Now throwing on the run, I was very curious to test this out, and I did very thoroughly. And as you see right here, rolling to the right, he made some very nice passes. Not perfect either here, but he did make some impressive throws. Like right there, that was a very, very impressive throw. You would not think an 86 throw on the run could make something like that. And as you see right here, rolling to the left, you can also do this as well with the right-handed quarterback. And I know that's such a big thing. So many guys say, oh, you can't do this with a right-handed quarterback. As you can see, he was doing it just fine for me. But overall, in terms of throwing, short, mid throw, deep throw, throwing on the run, nothing was great. Everything was either average or slightly above average, but that's about what I expected. Like I said, he did have some very bad missed passes, and the short throw was by far the worst. Of all the bad passes, the short throw is where he had the most missed opportunities, like right here, just over and over. Very disappointing. And of course, he did have one or two missed throw on the runs. As you see here, one to the left, right here, one to the right. And that damn stutter step, I can't stand it, man. They gotta fix that. But there was one thing he did that just terrorized defenses. What that was scrambling. Now I don't mean it in the sense of Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor gives you that temptation to want to run, scramble, juke, and get yards that way. Carson Wentz does not give you that temptation. You know what he can do and what he can't do. And as you see here, he's very dangerous in short distances. He can get you 10, 11 yards, but you gotta slide. Don't test that, trucking and whatnot, like Tyrod Taylor with juking and stuff like that. Just take what you can get and slide. And the thing is, people really don't see it coming. When you have Tyrod Taylor, your opponents will put someone like in a QB spy, just anticipating a scramble. Carson Wentz, not the same case. As you can see here, my opponents did not put quarterback spies out there because they just did not see it coming. You can really catch guys off guard with Carson Wentz. Now, he only has 73 carry, but he got hit a lot and even hit sticked a lot as well, and 0 fumbles, and that's very impressive. Now, I'm not saying he'll never ever fumble. I'm just saying it's not something that you should worry about. Like right here, this guy's going to hit me. No, just be safe and slide. So guys, take advantage of the speed if you pick him up. So all in all, guys, not the best quarterback out there, but not terrible either. I was very impressed with how well he held onto the ball when getting hit, but I really would not test that too often. And even though he was very dangerous catching guys off guard with the scrambling ability, you can't really build a scheme off that because you can only really catch them off guard, maybe 4 or 5 times a game. After a while, they're going to catch on to it. And his price tag right now is like $20,000, and to me that's a pretty decent price. And of course, as we all know, it's just going to keep dropping. So if you want to test them out, wait till maybe the weekend. I guarantee you, like, it'll drop to like maybe 17 or 15,000. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap this up. My next review is going to be the base defense, Eric Berry. I will see you boys for that review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you liked what you saw, and I'll see you boys for that review. Peace.